Had to park Eddie out on the street because they left the dump truck there. It's been there about a week. So I gotta call the landlord. It's good to see my car again. Like I said before, while I was up there house and pet sitting, it worked out really good because the landlord needed to have a new roof put on, but they've left this truck sitting here for about a week, so I'm not sure what's going on. I called them last night and they're supposed to come get it, so there's that. It's a big truck. I think what they're doing is trying to keep some advertising here. So Eddie's sitting out on the street, and they're also redoing all the driveways and street around. But I think the roof looks good. I told him since I moved in here that his roof looked pretty terrible, and I think he said the roof was like 30 years old. It's the same roof when he bought the house, and he's rented it out forever. And these guys left the satellite dish just hanging there. Before I left, I stained the deck, and hopefully the landlord will knock some off the rent. And the deck came out pretty good. Hi, Keek. It's a lot better than it did. It had never been treated. It was 10, 12 years old. It definitely looks better. And again with him, I told him I would do it and knock a little bit off the rent. I'll let him tell me what it's worth. I think the only mistake I made with it though is I scrubbed it down with bleach in areas that had some moss growing and mildew, and apparently I should have done the whole deck because you can see a different color where I had cleaned stuff back. The rest of it just didn't show any signs of it, so I didn't think that I needed to do the whole thing, but obviously it gives it a different color down there. But I think it looks really good, except for that part that has a different color where I scrubbed it. I'll decide what it's worth. I mean, it's all protected now, so it's not gonna degrade any worse than it was. I don't think I did a video at the beginning showing what state it was in. Staining my deck. Well, my landlord's deck. Agreed for some trade on the rent to stain it. I did about 3/4 of it, and then it rained, but it looks okay. You can see here that's unstained and that's stained. There's a couple spots left. Look out, cat. So what you have to do first is, this was a little bit older and hadn't been treated, so just use some bleach in the water and scrub it down, and that gets if you have any mildew or anything like that growing on it. Got the rest of it to finish off, so I'll get to working. see what he thinks. I also offered him a couple times to paint the aluminum siding, but I never get an answer out of him. He and I have been friends for years, and that's just the kind of guy he is. He's really a nice guy. He's really cool, but he puts things off. And he had looked into re-siding it and how expensive it was, and I told him that I've heard that you can paint aluminum siding and it looks fine. You pick a color and we'll try it, see how it turns out. You know, I can do the work. So we'll see. He's given me a good deal on this house. That's why I haven't fully moved out yet, because the price is pretty good. But see, I'm gonna go see him today, talk about the deck, and see if there's any other things he might want me to do. I got this little streak in me now saying, well, maybe I can use my labor to save a little bit of money and make his place a little bit more rentable when I move out. A great and wonderful day, YouTubers.